Hey friends, this is Reverend Jerry, the People's Priest, aka Father Jerry, and today I am coming to you with your Monday Musings. Living in this world requires a certain level of bravery. All of us are going to leave this world with some wounds. And the woundedness is something that many of us oftentimes try to ignore. We try to hide it away and not talk about it and, just completely pretend like it's not a part of our reality. But the truth is, all of us have some type of wounds or multiple wounds in our life, whether that's from our childhood or a certain key point in our adolescence or later on in our life. And that's a part of being human. But I think what's key for us as people who are trying to live a more just and compassionate life is to recognize the wounds that people have. They usually come out in conflicts, but not always. Sometimes you'll have interactions with people where you're like, that was a little weird. I wonder why they did that, and slowly over time, the more you get to know people, the more you start to learn where some of their woundedness is. So the question or the insight I think I want to leave with you for this week is that if we learn to spot the woundedness in people's life, in their certain areas of their life, we begin to start to notice, not that we need to be cautious necessarily, although that's good sometimes because you never know how people will react, but see those wounded moments or those wounded areas in people's lives as opportunities to practice tenderness. Tenderness is not necessarily just about being a little bit bashful and kind of a little timid and walking on eggshells, but rather just like a piece of meat that has to be tenderized so that it can be cooked properly. So too, if we learn to be tender with one another, we can soften each other up just a little bit more to where those wounds no longer become sore places that are gaping and ailing our being, our soul, but rather they're places of connections, points of connections, where your rough edges and my rough edges can connect and a beautiful sacred experience can take place. And sometimes our woundedness, no matter how many therapy sessions that we have, no matter how many medications that we might be on, which are all helpful, and God bless, if you need to take a pill to be able to address yourself in the world and to show up in life, God bless, do that. Whatever helps makes you be braver and feel safer in this world. You got to do that. You can have Jesus and a therapist. But at the same time, we can also practice daily habits of tenderizing people with kindness, with generosity, with positive affirmations. And in doing that, that person's wounds might get healed and yours might be healed as well. So remember, dear friends, this week and every week, life is short and we do not have much time to gladden the hearts of those who journey with us. So let us be swift to love, let us make haste to be kind, and always remember to recognize the wounds and the woundedness of our life and the life of those we are with, and see them as opportunities to tenderize some souls.
Monday Musings is a weekly reflection series brought to you by Reverend Jerry Maynard, the People's Priest, and produced by C&G Communications. For a small donation of $25 per month, you can be listed as a podcast sponsor. For more information, please visit revjerrymaynard.org and click on the People's Priest podcast under the Media tab.